definitely as a city member, wanting to make sure that the city continues in its upward trajectory.
Any preference for mayor?
I think both candidates would do a good job. I think there's one that has a little bit more heart for the city. So
yeah, and which one would you say?
Would you say? I think Kinloch does.
Kinloch
yeah, churches are a huge organization, and I think, given the opportunity, I think that he would do a good job.
How would you rate Mayor Duggan in terms of his job?
Oh, I think he's done 10 out of 10.
I'm really excited about continuing Detroit's future. You know, we've been growing quite a bit in the past couple of years, and I'm really excited to keep that going.
Okay. And were there any particular issues that were important to you, or?
I'm really interested in environmental issues, so I try to pick candidates that are looking for improving our public transit so that we're not, increasing greenhouse gases around the city, and also that are interested in investing in the city, but also in the neighborhoods as well.
And can I ask who you voted for?
Sure. So I voted for Mary Sheffield.
Mary Sheffield. And do you think she was obviously thought she was a better candidate than Kinloch?
Yeah, she has a ton of experience. I'm really excited for what she's going to do. I trust her, and I think she's going to be great.
And do you think Kinloch did not have enough experience?
Yeah, I don't think he has enough experience in terms of governing. Also, trying to run a church at the same time as I don't think
that concerned you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for consul, did you have any particular strong choices or?
Not particularly. I voted for the two women just to support women. I thought that they were great. So.
I am a Detroiter. I've been living in Detroit my entire life. I always vote. I have never missed an election.
Oh, wow.
And I do want to let the citizens know that the Community Advisory Council, you can write in my name, Angela Latham, because I am ready.
For?
Community Advisory Committee.
Advisory Committee, okay. And can I ask who you voted for mayor?
Female.
I'm sorry?
Female.
Oh, okay.
Sheffield.
Any particular reason why?
Yes, I do, because, and I'm going to be honest, all praise to the minister. I know he's a community activist. However, I personally like to separate state from religion.
Okay, so that was a concern.
Yeah, he needs to stay in his lane. I appreciate everything he's doing for the community in Detroit, but however, his hands are full.
And what were some of the bigger issues that you'd like to see addressed in this?
Mainly, I would like for people that are in charge, not only the mayors, but the whole consuls, to understand that this is a city of several denominations and several ethnicities. So therefore, I would like them to go into the neighborhoods and see how the outskirts are living. The inner city has been underdeveloped and a little neglected. And I mean, the city is beautiful. It's coming back. Downtown is amazing. However, we need to do better with our neighborhoods.
More development, crime.
Well, crime is everywhere. I'm going to tell you that now. And our chief of police is doing an excellent job, I believe. So I am not going to really say anything because I don't have accurate statistics. However, crime is everywhere, and we need more police officers, and they need to be compensated.
How would you rate Mayor Duggan in terms of his?
Off the scale.
Yeah.
We could not have had a more ambitious, honest mayor. And if he was running again, he would have my vote.
Yeah, I'm a regular voter, but also hearing responses in the debate to the potential for bringing the National Guard into Detroit and the different responses for that, I think was the deciding issue. Hearing Mary Sheffield say that she would not let the National Guard come into Detroit, hearing kind of a wishy-washy response from the opposition.
And that
was the kind of deciding issue.
That was the deciding issue. Interesting. And
I think getting into politics is really important, and knowing what's going on is really important. I'm taking a class at my college because I struggle with being well researched by myself. So I'm taking understanding politics.
What college?
We go to the College for Creative Studies.
Okay.
So yeah, I have a hard time with that, so I thought enrolling in a class to help me with that would be good.
Right.
And Delaney is really good about getting all of our friends to polls and stuff, and so
Okay.
Delaney is my voting buddy today.
Okay.
So yeah, she's really the one that
And,
gets me
and
here.
was there any deciding factor on who you voted for?
Not necessarily, just because, like I said, I have a hard time researching, and I kind of just trust Delaney a lot, and so we do our research together.
Okay.
And yeah,
So you also voted for Mary?
I did.
Okay. And let me ask you, how would you rate Mayor Duggan after 12 years? Do you have any sense of that, or?
Not like particularly. I think I'm excited about seeing new leadership. Yeah.
Also, one of her policies is getting Mary's policies is getting like better transportation and reliable transportation.
Yeah.
The queue line is currently a nightmare,
Yeah,
and
it's
so I
exciting
think
to see
that was one of the things I saw.
Do you use a queue line ever? Or?
I have before. We like take it for my class sometimes,
Uh-huh.
and I can't imagine like needing to get to work on time or anything with
Uh-huh.
it. Even like
Okay.
using it when I wasn't relying on it to be anywhere at a specific time.
Yes.
It was tough to use.
Sheffield.
Sheffield. Any particular reason?
Oh, I like to work in the community of Rose Park
Uh-huh.
when she was council, and the support. She support us over here. All since the campaign, I've seen her 3 times with all these buildings, senior buildings. I ain't seen
Kinloch.
Kinloch, but my thing, you know, I'm from the old school. We don't believe in preachers and politics.
Uh-huh. So was that an issue? Was that play an issue, or?
Yeah, that's the issue.
Yeah.
And baby boomers, you can live here in Detroit. We love Wendell Anthony. He ran, we didn't vote him. We love Keith Butler. And he has a mega church. He ran twice. We didn't vote for him.
Right.
Baby boomers, I'm just saying for the baby. I'm speaking for them.
Right.
That they don't, preachers and politics don't mix.
And how would you rate Mayor Duggan?
Oh, great. He did an excellent job.
Yeah. Do you think he could have got a 4th term if he wanted? Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, I mean, I think that with Detroit, one of the big things that I really care about is public transit.
Uh-huh.
You know, our public transit has been very lackluster for many years.
Uh-huh.
And so I care very deeply about that. But I also care that, you know, we have all of this encroachment coming from the federal government too. You know, I mean, there's a lot of people who, you know, at their work, at their school, you know, ICE is showing up. And Detroit really does need to do something about that. I mean, we are one of the cities that is located on a border. We have a very strong, there's a very strong presence of ICE in our city.
Right.
And, you know, other cities are trying to do something about it. New York, Chicago. Why isn't Detroit doing something about it? You know, so those are some of the things that I really care about.
Hey, can I ask who you voted for mayor?
I voted for Mary Sheffield, so
Any
yeah.
particular reason why?
I think that Mary Sheffield is very is very experienced. She has been working in local politics for a long time. So she clearly knows how to play the game. And then also, you know, she also said that, you know, specifically said that if the National Guard is, you know, deployed in Detroit, that she would fight that, you know, and that is something that I very much care about. Whereas Solomon Kinloch, he said it at first he didn't say that, and then he backtracked, so that kind of like made me feel a little bit weird about that. So yeah.
And one last question. How would you rate Mayor Duggan over?
I think that Mayor Duggan I think that there have been a lot of really positive things that Mayor Duggan has done for the city. You know, I think that a lot of like the development in Detroit has been very good, but I think that a lot of the development that we're seeing in Detroit is oftentimes, you know, in the core city areas. You know, we see them in Midtown, we see them in downtown. You know, I grew up on the northwest part of the city. So, you know, when I was growing up, I was like, well, what about us? Right. So a lot of the folks in the neighborhoods, I feel like a lot of the time they feel left out. And I understand that, you know, when it comes to development, it's like you want to try to do the most densely populated areas first. But I think that there's some things that, you know, need to be addressed when it comes to the neighborhoods. And then also on top of that, I also am concerned that Mike Duggan is very much answers to the people who have the most money in Detroit. You know, Dan Gilbert, the Illiches. And a lot of that has to, I mean, a lot of that has to do with money. And yeah, the city does need money, but also we cannot have an oligarchy in Detroit. That's crazy, right? So like, I think that there are some positive things about Mike Duggan. I really appreciated that he got that, the DDOT app. That was really awesome. But I think that, you know, especially now that he's running for governor, he really needs to pay attention to the fact that he answers so much to the people who have money in his own, you know, the city that he runs. So, yeah.
Okay.